Yes, you say that, but then they always are telling us in yoga that we want to eradicate the ego and bring down the ego, almost like you want to have a war, you know, to get rid of your ego. So how would you answer that question?
We don't have to go very far to find that it doesn't work. You start fighting your ego, and you know, when you start to engage in this battle with the ego, it's very cunning. What happens is you start to forget about your ego, and you start to notice the egos around you. And you start to tell everyone, oh, that's your ego, that's your ego. And you forget where you're coming from. Yeah? So it's very divisive. It's, what I think we need to do is a simple accept. The ego is there. And it's there because it's afraid. It doesn't know that it's so, if it was just to relax, it will find itself in this beautiful awareness that is taking care of it all along. Yeah? So the thing to do is to simply accept ego and treat it like a child. Nurture it. Bring more light to it. Bring more understanding to it. Yeah? And this way the ego will lose its fear. And when the ego loses its fear, it's you losing your fear. You start to become more expansive. You start to become more aligned with yourself. If we were to give up the ego right now, you will become so unmotivated. You become depressed. You won't know what to do with yourself. The ego is right now within us, prompting us with desires, so we can grow into our bigger self, so we can exert, so we can get to know ourselves. So the ego has a purpose. If we tell the tamasic person, you know, oh, don't worry, it's okay, they're already thinking that. The tamasic person is always thinking, I don't care. Their ego is at such a low level of activation that they don't care. And it's not serving them. What is happening to them? They're becoming more and more, they're losing their identity. More and more they're kind of becoming like a piece of earth with all the qualities, the sustaining quality of the earth. Yeah? And so with a rajasic person, the ego is really jumping around and becoming, because it doesn't realize where it's drawing its power from, which is itself, it is always getting exhausted, getting depleted, getting frustrated. But if that ego knew that behind it was the Atma, behind it is the spirit, and it is from that place it's getting its source of energy, and that source of energy never becomes depleted, it can start to relax. And it can start to use the desires and the things that are coming up in the mind, use it profitably, use it towards knowing the self, using it towards service, using it in a more compassionate way, because there's no need for a war with anything, not with yourself or anyone else. Yeah? So then ego starts to become more enlightened. And when the ego becomes enlightened, it disappears.